Hello and welcome to Tony's Bonsai. In this video I'm going to be working on this cascading hawthorn. I'm not sure how far I'm going to go with the changes, but I've got a feeling that a design change is in order. First things first, let's take a look at the tree. It's obviously a cascading tree. I've been working with this for about 2.5 years. And it featured in my recent favourite top 10 trees video. But I've been having a really good look at it since then, and I'm not so sure. I've had great fun designing this tree and working on getting this trunk cascading down, building a bit of taper and building some sort of pads as I go. However, when I look at it now, I just don't like it. Something's changed, and this idea of a big flat pad here just doesn't seem natural. I've never seen a hawthorn like this in nature, and when I look at it, it looks too much like a bonsai. Also, I'm really not keen on the way that this trunk just snakes down and snakes back. It's too smooth, the curve. I'm not worried about the trunk thickness because that will develop over the years. But it's this smooth curve coming down and across to this pad. You know, it's... I'm not really feeling it. What I've been doing is looking at ways to make this more interesting and really stop this smooth, sleek curve. And there's nothing I can do about the top section, but when it comes down here, I thought one possibility was to rotate the tree like that, remove this part of the trunk and have that coming upwards there, and this nice sort of almost 90-degree angle, that then stops it being boring. I could also take it up like that, so the trunk would come down and then it'd go back up, which I think is quite interesting. I could even take this in this way, up here, take that up. That'd be more interesting. And it gets rid of that sort of smoothness. One way or the other, this pad has to go. So I'll look at this option first. So this is one option, and it's to cut this off and turn that into the new apex of the, well, not the apex, but the new main leader. Let me have a look from behind. So that would come up there. Just got to ignore that branch for the time being. That would come there, and it's certainly more interesting, but we've definitely still got this very sort of smooth sine wave that I don't like. So I'll take a look at the next branch. And see if that works. So that's better. That's better, definitely. See how the branch sort of stops and then comes upwards? It's just more interesting. It's a lot more natural without having that horrible sweeping curve. However, I'm also thinking that, do I even really need this trunk at all coming down? Would I be better having a sort of windswept natural hawthorn? This curve at the top that I put in to get the cascade is not wasted because it's given me this nice shape at the top. And this might seem like a big move to a lot of people after spending, you know, a couple of years putting this in place, but I'm going for it. Taking this cascade completely off. There we go. There's no going back. I like it. Yeah, good decision. Let's take that right back in with a clean cut. There we go. Oh yes, This tree has instantly moved away from the kind of fantasy, weird cascading bonsai that just didn't have any natural feel to it, to the kind of tree that I see on the limestone pavements in the Lake District. It's a hawthorn hanging on to life, blown by the wind, you know, doing the best it can to survive. And all this interesting branching now all comes into play. Nice. Sometimes you've just got to say, do you know what? I put this effort in, it's not working. I need to do something else. And I have a natural affinity for the windswept style trees. I just love them. And this is now looking very much windswept. And so that's the way I'm going to go with the pruning. We've got the wind that will have been consistently coming in this direction. So my plan is to use a combination of wiring and clip and grow. Mainly clip and grow at this stage. And this branch here, it's coming directly back into the wind. I've got a couple of options. I can either cut to a branch that's going in the wind, towards sort of with the wind, potentially. So I can go there, and this will hopefully branch and move in that direction. Or a branch like this that's coming directly back, I can completely remove. So this branch here, I could wire it in that way, but I've already got enough kind of sort of those curved movements on this tree. And in fact, looking at this branch here, this actually, the full branch here comes back into the wind. So this is coming directly back, which I don't like. So I'm going to take that whole branch off there. Yeah, I'm happy to remove that there. That's gone. These come round nicely. This tall one is a good example of a branch. It's been previously wired at the bottom, so it's already got some curved movement. What I don't want it to do is curve and then curve again. So again, I'll use clip and grow on this. I'll select a nice branch going in that direction. And my idea is to, by using this directional pruning, is to kind of create that kind of shape of the tree that I know and I've seen a lot of. I've got a long branch here. Look at the length of that. That's long. And I don't want anything too long pushing through. So what I would like here is, I would like this branch coming across and then coming up. And then when that comes up, it can then go across next time. So I'll go upwards with this one. There. And I'm just working my way through the tree, pruning to get everything going in that direction. It's really great fun, this kind of work. I really enjoy it. I rotate the tree around so that it's moving directly towards us, and we can see how wide it is. Now, there can be width to this tree. That's fine. I don't want it just dead thin. However, I think it shouldn't be any wider than perhaps this. I see that as the kind of outer width. So branches like this, I'm looking for that perfect branch, which is just moving directly towards the camera. And I've got one there, that's nice. So this one's going to come upwards, which is fine if it comes up in this direction. This one here, oh, this has got one, but it's quite far in, but that's okay. There, that's a nice one. These ones out this side. Oh, we've got a really good one there. No, that was it. I cut the wrong side of the bud. I did it again. Because I've come round the other side, I'm cutting like backwards in my mind. Right, that was a complete botch, that. That's okay though, there. We've got a decent branch there. And we've got one here. I just cut the wrong side of it because I've moved around through 380 degrees. How crazy. We've got one coming directly up, but it's not only coming up, it's actually coming towards me away from the camera. And so this is one that I'll just completely remove. This is a nice one. And there's a nice branch here coming towards you. There. So, got quite a tall one here. This is a tall one. It's got some nice movement low down. It's a little bit like topiary in a way, but it's more precise. We're using the directional pruning. This one here is coming straight up, and there's no real bud to come towards us as such, so I'll just get rid of that one. Look at the length of that. This is long. This comes all the way from deep, and that'll just be way too long. So that needs cutting back. I've cut that to an upward facing one. I'm beginning to create what I think is quite a nice profile now. At least I can begin to see a future for this tree in terms of not only it just being, you know, something that I enjoyed making, but really a tree that I'm going to be proud of, and that it's going to be many years because it's such a young tree. But I'm looking for trees that could be really special in perhaps 10 years. So we've got the odd long branch. And again, I'm just cutting them back, trying to get this overall shape. This is quite long here, isn't it? And we've not got anything. Oh yeah, that's a nice one there. That's a nice bud in there. I think the key to this sort of work is definitely making sure that I'm not just pruning for it to look good now. I'm pruning it to make decisions that are going to lead to nice branches in the future. I'm looking at this overall design, and I think it's looking a lot better, a lot more realistic. If anything though, I do think this piece here is quite long. It really reaches out too far. So I think by removing that, that should compact it. And remember, I've got years and years of this tree sending out these shoots and me cutting them back, so I can shape this to any sort of profile that I want given time. But at this stage, I need to cut some of these longer branches back. I like that. Let's give you the 360. I'm really happy with this. I didn't really see it. I didn't see the potential earlier, and now I do. This tree should now send out a second set of shoots this summer. So I can either go back in and do a second pruning, or I might leave those extensions and then do a little bit of wiring in the winter. But either way, I've got a kind of idea in my mind with the tree that I want this to be now. I've always been accused of having plenty of confidence and self-belief, and I apply that in my bonsai. You know, I just go for it. I'm really happy with the work I've done here. I think this is taking this tree forward, and brilliant. Love it, love it. As always, thanks for joining me. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.